The seating capacity is 65,000 at Ford Field, and we are right around that number today. A good crowd on hand and seemingly ready to go in the Motor City. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Detroit Lions. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. A man who played collegiately over in East Lansing, it's Kenneth Walker III. Oh, and now some spaced out lane. Still going. Inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Ken Walker, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's the 12th overall pick in April's draft, Jahmyr Gibbs. And a good job of just fighting through one tackle there to pick up about 3. Second down coming up. Well, this defense for the Seahawks, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Another run for Gibbs here. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. You talk about this Seahawk defense. They were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
I lost count of the number of turnovers that were occurring in that game, right? I mean, I had a clicker going after a while. 5, 6, 7, 8. It was unbelievable. There haven't been that many turnovers or takeaways, however you want to say, in the game since the Reagan administration. This is absolutely unreal.
I was in diapers. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Lions first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. The Lions had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener. And listen, they knew last week they were in for a tough fight on the road. But now here's and a chance to get things right. And first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here now, 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line. Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. I think you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
From the 42-yard line, here's a 2nd and 5. And maybe a little frustration from Goff as he'll turn and call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now 2nd and 5. Gibbs straight ahead. And some space here. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. From the red zone now, Goff. Going underneath, Gibbs has it, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Amon-Ra St. Brown, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Lions respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
2nd and a couple.
Now Smith. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and it'll fall incomplete.
You talk about this Lions defense.
This unit currently 7th in the NFL, Charles, in stopping the run.
I jotted down in my notes in prepping for this game that this is definitely an area we got to keep an eye on, because you talk about where they rank in stopping the run, but how about what they're facing? This unit loves to run the football, and they rank highly in the league in getting it done.
Yeah, power against power. Something's got to give. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the stills. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Off of play action. Here's Smith. This is Fant on the short completion. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 12, 1st down Seahawks.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
Now Geno on 1st down.
Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. Now he's loose down the left sideline.
And he gets this one down to the 24. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
What a first quarter he's been putting together. He scored the touchdown earlier, and he's in phase right out of the gate. Right now, he's playing with such confidence, he doesn't believe that they have an answer for him no matter what they do on defense. And here's another big play to prove his point.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Geno now to throw. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown.
KJ Hamler.
A 24-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Such an art to dot the I, just get the feet in right there against the line before going out of bounds.
Such an incredibly graceful, athletic play, but also a lot of practice goes into it. They work on that to make sure that they learn how to train their feet to get down in bounds.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes the score 14-7. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out.
On 2nd down, here's Gibbs.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
Well, that play was over before it even got started. Thanks for nothing, huh? How about that? That sets up a very difficult 3rd down call now.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
And that is how you respond after taking one on the chin to begin this game. Give up a first drive touchdown, go back out on defense, and completely shut them down to force a 3 and out.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away.
This is taken at the 23. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
54-yard punt, 14 on the return, nets him 40.
And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, and right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
Ball on the 39. Here's a 2nd and 7.
Play action. It's Smith. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Now a tough spot for Geno Smith and company after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Now Geno. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. It's caught inside the 25. It's a big play there for Seattle. 47 yards.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? The guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field, pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route well run, and the football right on the money.
Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10.
The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Now a play fake, and it's Smith.
That completes it again to Metcalf.
Touchdown! DK Metcalf. His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Seahawks go up by 2 touchdowns.
Myers connects on the PAT. And it's now 21-7. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
Definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance.
In your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
This thrown quickly out to Jones. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Goff. Setting up the screen. This is Gibbs. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Boy, that one was well read defensively. And this is all about diagnosis as a safety and being decisive, because he saw it setting up in front of him, able to knife through there and make the play.
2nd and 5.
Off play action. Here's Goff. And this one's incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. A shotgun snap for Goff.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as a tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 33. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give them 25 yards. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10. Down at the 33.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
From the 31, here's 2nd down and 8.
Here's Goff. And he'll throw this one away. I don't think he's out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag.
We saw it too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. Goff now looks to throw.
That throw taken in by Jameson Williams.
He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They go ahead and snap it. Goff.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one.
So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10.
They'll try the middle with Montgomery. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Second down from the 8. They can get a first down by reaching the 5. A give right side for Gibbs. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 50 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Gibbs will take this one in. It's a Lions touchdown. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. And they've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10.
On 2nd down, it's Walker.
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try for the first with Walker.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
First down, Seattle on a pickup of 13.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the 2nd quarter.
Walker now on 1st and 10.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. And they're going to speed things up here. From the 50, it's Smith.
Throw out wide to Walker.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So the completion good for just 3. And it's 3rd and 4 now.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense, because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Throwing now is Geno.
That is caught.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. 3rd and 4, he did just enough, and I mean just enough to move the chains.
And that's all you're looking for, right? Just want to keep the drive moving. You don't need the big play there. Just get to that marker that you described, and he was able to do just that.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. And from the 34, here's 2nd and 4. Now Smith. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And, oh, it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Myers' kick is good, and the lead works its way up to 10, 24-14. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
And once he escaped the pocket there, he tried to keep those eyes downfield, but nothing was materializing. So he makes a smart move and gets that to the sideline.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. The final shot before break here. Goff. Flush to his right. And he'll just get rid of it. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. By no means certainly are they out of this contest. 2-score game start of the third quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, and that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives. Try and slow things down a little bit.
And off to Gibbs, headed right here.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30.
68 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. From the gun, here's Goff.
St. Brown making the catch on the out route.
But that's what you're looking for when you're wanting to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4.
There you go, partner. That's some old-school football right there. You need 1 yard? Give it to your bruiser fullback and let him get the job done.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Montgomery running right. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
Here's 2nd and 7.
Goff.
That pass caught. It's Williams.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st.
Now, how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
Well, that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. And give him a gain of 37. He had 1 touchdown earlier, nearly a 2nd one there.
Yeah, it took a touchdown-saving tackle to keep him out of the end zone after a big play. Perhaps you go right back to him. Don't need the distance, but maybe he can pay things off after a big effort.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
They'll run with Gibbs.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
Now it's Goff off the bootleg. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
Boy, that was lockdown coverage there. He's scanning for someone to come open. But that was great work to blanket everyone. And in the end, he's just got to throw it away.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Just beating the play clock is Goff. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Amon-Ra St. Brown with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Lions have got it back to within a score. Patterson now for the extra point. It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You got to be careful right here. That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Smith.
Setting up the screen here. This is Walker.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44.
That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the first down.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. Here's Goff.
He's got it complete to Gibbs.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 22 yards there, a first down. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
Williams, a man in motion right. From the gun, Gibbs will get it. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. 82 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Great run by Gibbs, who surprised me by being picked so early in the draft. But the Lions knew when they had the chance to add a playmaker like him, they absolutely couldn't pass him up.
Now this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. Now they trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. They'll go again with Gibbs.
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game.
And the Lions have scored again in this 3rd quarter, this time to move out in front. Extra point try now for Patterson.
And that will make this a 4-point game.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They had that lead, looked pretty comfortable in the first half, maybe got a little bit overconfident because that's gone now.
Almost takes us back to being kids, doesn't it? Because I know at some point your dad did the exact same thing mine did.
Okay.
It's okay to be confident, son, but overconfident, that's not a good thing. And that's maybe what we saw here. They thought they had this thing in hand, had full control, and guess what? They've got to find a way to get back to where they were before.
You think Papa Davis and Papa Godwin would get along?
I think they'd get along just fine. And you know something? They'd still be giving us advice.
Absolutely.
Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8. Complete to Smith-Njigba.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. To throw is Smith.
And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. They'll fake it. Now Smith. He completes this to Walker. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another first down.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Walker. 128 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
So from the 26-yard line, here's a 2nd down and 4. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Now a play fake, and it's Smith. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Flying in for that sack, Aiden Hutchinson.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Out of the gun, Walker with it. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Ninth play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Now Geno. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Lions will take over here just shy of the 30. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Another important fourth quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Got to figure now after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Now a 2nd and 6. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. 2nd down, and they go back to Gibbs. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. Well, a
Passes the target incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And they'll go ahead and down this one right on the chalk of the 20-yard line.
I feel like you and I could be in our backyard with our dads right now. What did they always say when they were throwing us the ball? Look it all the way in. Make sure you secure it. That had the feeling of not happening there on that play, that he didn't have full control of the ball.
When that punch coming in, I don't have a return punch, but I would imagine it's tough to monitor those guys coming full steam ahead at you.
It really is. You try and get that peek to know where they are about whether you should fair catch it or not. But sometimes you just have to have a sense, a feeling, and just have to make sure, number one, though, you catch the ball and put it away.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. Second down and 8. Smith now to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. It's caught inside the 25. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. Straight ahead, Walker. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Kenneth Walker, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. So he's had a nose for the end zone here in the early part of this season. 2 touchdowns for him now in this one to go along with the one he had in the opener as well.
Yeah, he certainly finds where the goal line is and finds a way to get across it. But you know who else senses it? The guys that block for him. Because he has that instinct, I think they hold their blocks just a little bit longer.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This is 1st and 10. Now Goff on 1st down. Setting up the screen. This is Gibbs. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Here's 1st and 10. Goff now to throw. Oh, and that is incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Here comes second down. Now it's gone. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
Well, this feels like a late season game, even though it's just week 2. Here's a big third down. He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first.
What a time to come up with a play like that. They're now in field goal range. But the opportunity is also there to try and win the game outright.
2 timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now. Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th.
Here comes second down at 5. Now Goff. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute. What a game this has been, and what a drive that was, Charles, to take the lead here late in the 4th quarter.
And partner, that's a job well done by everyone, from the players to the guys calling the plays. And if I may introduce just one downside to the mix, might be a little bit too much time left. Enough on the clock for a final last-ditch effort to try and steal this one away.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And that will make this a 4-point game.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
A little... Smith to throw.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
The sound reverberating here in the dome. This is 3rd down. Well, you got to think, Charles, that one's on the quarterback, because everybody was up at the line of scrimmage. He just didn't call for the snap in time.
Yeah, I think he needs a little bit better awareness out there, because you got to know when the clock's in single digits and either snap it or get a timeout called if you have one.
This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. Here's Smith. He's got him in, complete. And he is going to get out of bounds with the first down, so that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout.
Well, that was a pretty good time for his first catch of the ball game, and it turned into a huge play as well. He's certainly not been a central part of this passing game so far in this one, but he made his presence felt there. A big pickup on 3rd down.
2 timeouts still in their back pocket. It's 1st and 10. Smith's going to throw it. And Walker has it. On the move past the 40.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
And good yardage there on 1st down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
They come up now on 2nd and 2. Smith. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Yeah, some real defensive resistance there, saying not so fast to a good drive. They had marched to the end zone the last time out.
And the crowd a major factor now. Here's 3rd down. Now Smith. He lets it fly for Lockett. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker. And the Lions have just about sewn up this football game. And the Lions will take the knee here with victory in the cards. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. Just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for Detroit, they make amends for their Week 1 loss by winning their home opener. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Seattle, they will fall to 1-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.